Welcome back to part 3 of our interview with Hanshi Albert Giraldi. In this video, we will pick up where we left off in part 2. Please click like at the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
That brings to mind a story. We had gone to a yada seminar in New Jersey early on. It was a black belt only seminar, and we weren't at black belts yet, but you were able to get us in. And there was a group of us, probably 10 or 12 of us. And again, once they saw your patch on our arms, when it came time to break up into groups, small little groups, all those black belts from all the other systems came to pair up with us.
Yeah.
And then, Oyata was doing his magic and showing those techniques, and you would come over to us and whisper, "Hey, it's a double block, really. That's really all it is. Don't get all confused."
Right. That was
Like, what is that? It's a double block. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I think you sharing a lot of these stories, it was his brilliant mind, Sensei's, right? That he created these techniques and he was using you to practice on and clean up and sharpen his own sword, but never really showed anybody his true intent and his exact meaning. Is that fair to say?
No, it's true. It says, where does Tuite come from? There are hidden techniques within kata. There are hidden techniques in kata, and I'm not going to tell you. Okay, but they're hidden techniques. They're called Okinawan sticky hand grabbing techniques and moving, but not Tuite. Tuite was Uehara's, Master Uehara, Daihojutsu, which is police restraining techniques and grabs, old techniques. And Uehara's students and Uehara say, Oyata teaching Americans your secret techniques and everything. So Master Uehara got very angry and wrote a letter to Taika. So Taika had to go back to Okinawa, speak to Master Uehara when they broke from the organization, show him actual videotapes that he changed and developed his own style, and his Tuite was different. Later on, he said, "I'm not associated with Uehara." Go with the flow. Right. Go with the flow. Yes, Sensei. Whatever he says is right. That's right.
So really up to his final days, can you expand a little bit just on your relationship with him? And a lot of people will say, around 94, you were kicked out of the organization and all this politics. And maybe you want to shed some reality to what actually occurred and the fact that over all those years you remained in communication with him. And even to the very end, that he acknowledged you, and even the fact that you were awarded your 9th dan. And
I received a letter from Taika inviting me into the Rute organization, and at that time I was an 8th dan for over 10 years, and I would have received my 9th dan under the Rute organization. Certain difficulties had arisen in the organization. I had a okay, this is public. I'm not mentioning any names, okay? I had a student who revolted on me, and we had Christmas cards printed up from the dojo, and I said, "Where are the Christmas cards?" And he had sent out the Christmas cards to all the students of our school saying that we're moving to a new location. We're going to have a new school. So, and then he said that I was trying to take over and control the organization because I wanted to collect dues from the other teachers. We had about 4 schools then, and so I went out to Kansas and I said, I have a little trouble with my student. I'll handle it. I'm not trying to control any organization. I just wanted to make sure that the organization was getting the dues. Because for 7 years in a row, I was the highest contributor with memberships and dojo dues. I even got an award a couple of years in a row. So Taika said, "Your fault." I said, "What?" Your fault. You make Frankenstein monster. I said, I didn't know he knew the word, so I was very impressed. He said, he knew the word. It was my fault. I gave too much leniency. And so we spent about 6 or 7 months making up rules of organization, saying these are rules that you have to obey in the organization. I was mainly concerned in opening up other schools too close, because this student has opened up a school which is 2.5 miles away. And I said, so one of the rules in the book was that if you have a school within violation of the 6 mile limit, in order to expand your school or to increase its size, you have to get permission from the organization. So all the top people, not mention any names, all the top people plus Oyata signed this agreement. Oyata sent out a pamphlet with his name on it, which I can produce 4 copies of the pamphlet for you, of all these people who signed, the heads of the organization, sanctioning these rules. A month after the pamphlet was signed, the same student moves a 1/2 mile closer to my location, opens up another school, which is larger size. Summer camp, I present the document to the senior instructors, and I say, what's the story here? What was really a slap in the face? The students got a special award at summer camp for opening up another school. They gave him a special medal and award. Say, oh, congratulations, you opened up another school. I went to the UN, the interpreter. I had a letter printed out in the most polite Japanese possible, trying to explain my position and inviting Taika out. I was making 20 black belt promotions, and I invited him out to my place, and I was trying to explain in this document my feelings on it. That's why I didn't accept the degree, the advancement in rank, because I wanted him to read the letter and see my personal feelings. I didn't want to take an advancement in rank not knowing how I actually felt, I never got a reply. I used to call him up, spoke to him. I spoke to Jim Logue on the phone, saying we're getting very old and we should stick together and support Taika and his organization. And I guess the senior students were happy that I was gone, because now they can advance without any truth and justice in the American way. Kaicho Amor said he probably never got the letter, so I'm still waiting for a response.
Well, thank you, Hanshi. I think that this was a great conversation. Kenny, anything you want to add?
Yep. I think it was awesome. I think it's a good way to start, hopefully one of many in a series for folks to get a better understanding of who you are, what we're all about, what you're all about, so that we can share that with the folks, and hopefully it will help unite the Ryukyu Kempo world, or those that want to be part of this, to really better understand, where we're at, where we come from, what the message is, what your message is,
and what we're focused on and what we're dedicated to do, and that's to proliferate, Ryukyu Kempo in its original form. It's not to compete with Rute or to disparage anyone else that has had the privilege of training under Oyata Sensei. And certainly it's not a call out to, all the others. I think, to your point, history is history. We learn from it. We try not to repeat mistakes. But I think the ability to set the record straight here today was really done well. And thank you for sharing. And I know you bit your tongue on a lot of things. Yeah. And I think, again, a lot of people will watch this and say, yeah, you're full of crap and, you're lying or this. And that's okay. You're going to get a lot of negative comment and all that stuff. But we don't care.
Right.
Because if you really have a problem with it, you know, you can go to the website. You know where we are. Make an appointment. We're certainly happy to throw the BOGO gear on. And even though we're kind of old, I think we got 30 seconds left in us. But
We'll make it work.
at the end of the day, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, well, stand up and dance.
Stand up and dance.
Yeah, the old Okinawan saying. The word taika means originator. So originator means that he was developing all the techniques. I'll give a master course in Kyosho Jitsu, the secret art of vital point striking. This is straight from Taika's mouth. This hurts. This hurts a little bit. This hurts a lot. Whack!
That's the secret.
Yeah, that's truth. But yeah, so with that, obviously we're not calling anybody out, but you know, a little tongue in cheek. But the reality is, look, you know, we are who we are. We're confident in what we do, and if you want to be part of it, we welcome you. And if you don't, that's fine. We respectfully say okay. And with that,
No, right.
thank you.
We welcome. We're open. We're not biased, or doesn't matter what happened in the past. You know, it's you have to, in order to justify what you claim as your achievement, you have to belong to a larger organization. If you don't belong to the organization, there's no standards that an instructor can have, and he could go to the Okinawan noodle maker and claim whatever he wants.
Okay. So with that, thank you very much for joining us today. And you can hit the like button and all that other YouTube stuff. We're not really too savvy with that. So hopefully this all came out okay.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.